Maxine Solomon will always be a world traveler. This mother of 2 and grandmother of 5, myself included, has visited places all over the world, like Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Rwanda, and New Zealand. She has a house up in the cold mountains of Colorado and another house in the sunny flatlands of Florida.
If you asked me what my job was, I was a former teacher, and then I was a mother and a wife and a grandmother. But most of the time I consider myself a recreational specialist.
For her 70th birthday, Mama Max wanted to do something special.
I decided to walk across the country with a few friends.
What gave you the idea to walk across the country?
Well, I heard someone speak about his run across the country, and I thought, ooh, that sounds like a cool idea. Maybe I could walk across the country for my 70th birthday.
What was your reaction when you heard that Mama Max was going to walk across the country?
I wasn't very surprised, although I think she's crazy, and that's the reason I wasn't surprised when she told me this. Of course, I laid down a condition for her. If she left me for all this time, I needed companionship. So she agreed that I could get myself a dog.
My grandmother gathered her friends, Mary Kay, Jack, Pat, and Eva, to join the walk. And on February 6th, the Iron Grannies started the first half of the walk. Here's how it worked. The walk was split into 2 halves. The first half was from Jacksonville, Florida to Abilene, Texas. The second half was from Abilene to San Diego, California. The goal was to walk 17 to 20 miles every day. Each day, a different granny would drive a trailer, serving as a bit of a day off every 1 in 4 days. Each night would be spent in a motel or a hotel, so there was no camping out.
Today we're in Greenville, Florida, home of Ray Charles. So now we have a horse farm here, and we've got some horses hanging out in the paddock. Today's Mary Kay's 83rd birthday. Let's have some thoughts, Mary Kay.
Well, it's pretty exciting and unique to be spending your 83rd birthday walking across Florida. Not many people would. I wanted to do this trip, I guess, just because it sounded like fun, and I wanted to do it. 300 miles is hard to believe, and it's all been lots of fun.
They're really cute, too. Mississippi along the beach, on this really nice sidewalk. Flowers are really pretty. This is Jackie, and today we reached 1,000 miles, and Jackie's going to give us her thoughts.
Here we are in beautiful hill country, Texas, at 1,000 miles. Pretty exciting. Can't believe we've come this far, but here we are. And yeah, it's a beautiful country, lots of beautiful flowers, and it's quite windy today, but we charged on, and yeah.
Hi, my name is Eva Straskraba, and I'm joined Iron Grannies in Louisiana, and I've been here with them almost 2.5 weeks, and we are now in Austin and finished basically with our half of our trip, 1,200 miles, close to it. The journey was wonderful, and we got along so well, and our team was working together wonderfully as a relay team.
On March 27th, 2016, the Grannies arrived in Abilene, Texas, where they stopped for the halfway break of the walk. Maxine celebrated her 70th birthday with her family, and the others were happy to take a rest, but excited to start again. On October 15th, 2016, the Grannies picked up right where they left off in Abilene and resumed the journey across the USA.
go. We just crossed into Arizona. Now we have to order the cold rocks. Well, here we are. We're in California. We made it. We're in San Diego. We're at La Jolla Beach. See our sign. It might be backwards, but we did it.
Yeah!
Woo!
Our feet got wet.
One of our goals was to just raise awareness that older people can do this. You just have to set your mind to doing what you want to do. And for us, it was put one foot in front of the other, and it was an absolutely amazing adventure.
Although my grandma is now almost 71, I know that for her, as well as for all the other grannies, the journey has only began.
I think people are thinking about like the word refugees means someone who's poor, and that's not real, because people are refuging from war, and because they got their houses destroyed and they lost their jobs and their schools. That's why they are coming here. They're seeking for a new life. My name is Heba, and I'm originally from Syria, Aleppo. I came to America because of the war in Syria, and the war machine damaged my house in Syria, and my father lost his job, so we came here. And people are kind of different, because in Syria we have there are like a variety of religions and cultures, and there are many tourists, so we have a background how people look like here, and but the way people treat each other is almost similar. Yeah, people here are nice, and in Syria are nice also. The weather in Syria it's wonderful, and in Syria you can find all kinds of flowers, and yeah. Yeah, you also should know about the Syrian food, and it's so interesting. My family are trying to learn the language so far, and they accomplished a lot, and they know very well English, and my siblings are going to school, my father is working, and we have a nice life. My first goal is to become a pediatrician, and I'm trying really hard. I'm studying in college now, and my major is biology, because I want to go to medical school to achieve my goal. If I had one wish, I would wish Syria to get peace again, and things to get better in Syria, and people go back to their country, and I would like to see Syria as it was in the past. This is in our house in Syria, the house that I was born in, and I grew up there. These are my siblings, and here I was 5 or 6 years old. I think I'm settling here, and I'm not gonna go back. I would like Syria to get the peace again, and the things will get better over there. I will go to visit, but I don't think I can go to live forever. So I faced racism when Donald Trump won the elections, and a man called me terrorist when I was walking down the street. To the person who called me terrorist, I would like to tell him to be educated and to know about Muslims, because Muslims and Syrians and everyone seek for peace. I have a message to all people that they should be educated about others, because different people can be good also. For example, Syrian refugees are very good people, and you can meet them and talk are seeking for peace and they want to have another life. They escaped from the war machine, which was damaging their lives. It damaged their lives.
So when I was 12 years old, one day I just was in my kitchen and decided to go on my desktop computer, I guess scroll around the internet. And I opened up a tab in Safari and typed into the search box was facts about small cell lung cancer. As a 12-year-old, obviously not knowing much about either small cell lung cancer or why that would be searched, I naturally sort of freaked out. And later that day, I confronted my mom about it. I was terrified and I asked basically if she or my dad had lung cancer. And as such a young kid, it's something that is really hard to even conjure or just think about at all. And so my mom told me basically that my grandpa, my dad's father, who we all call Poppy, had small cell lung cancer, and that he was going to have to undergo chemotherapy and radiation and all the treatment that goes along with that. And at first I think my reaction was that I was very angry that I wasn't told, but now in retrospect I kind of realized that a lot of that was just confusion. So after a few conversations, I guess, with my grandparents, where we basically talked about what small cell lung cancer is, my grandpa's chances of survival, and all that sort of information, Poppy started to undergo his chemotherapy, and so he had to spend days in a row in the hospital. And obviously it's something that we all sort of know, that you start to lose your hair and you get weak, but until you really see it, it's not even something you would ever really realistically consider.
It was quite a shock to find out that my husband of 45 years, Max's grandfather, had lung cancer. It was very difficult to deal with doctors that were unknown to us and to decide what the best treatment was. Ultimately, it was decided that chemo and radiation simultaneously would give us the best result. And although there were 6 treatment options that were said to be the best, my husband really could only go through 4 of the treatments. Fortunately for us, it was very successful, and after 5 years, he is cancer-free.
It's a difficult subject to talk about. It's been 5 years since I was first diagnosed with lung cancer. And fortunately, I'm one of the, I guess, lucky ones that have survived. After 5 years, you only have to go back to the doctor once a year, and you don't have to do the CAT scans any longer. Usually it was started out with every 3 months, then every 6 months, then every year, and now I'm finished with that. What we have to remember is you have to dwell on the positive aspects of this throughout the whole process, and it was a terrible process, really. The treatment was horrible. The nurses and the doctors always maintained a positive attitude, and they encouraged me and my family to do the same thing. And you have to just think about what's good about it, and that you are going to survive, and it's not going to be a death sentence, which is what you first think about. And thanks to the support of my loving wife, my children, my grandchildren, I have come through it, and I think I'm a better person for it. And I certainly appreciate life a lot more than I used to.
So around the time of my bar mitzvah, I was 12 or 13 years old, my dad decided that I was mature enough that I could see Poppy in the hospital. My brother was 11 at the time, my sister was 7. So neither of them came with us. It was just me and my dad. And I decided at this point that I wanted to work with American Lung Association for my mitzvah project for my bar mitzvah, and seeing Poppy in the hospital just made me want to do that work 100 times more, 1,000 times more. It was one of the most terrifying, scarring experiences of my life. It's an image I'll never forget of Poppy in the hospital bed, looking weak to the point where I honestly didn't know whether he would live or die. Just as someone who was always a role model to me and someone I looked at as steady and a symbol of like strength almost, seeing him, reduced to a bed, having lost all of his hair and unable to eat just because the radiation burned his throat so badly, it was just scary beyond scary. And my dad had to spoon feed him Jello, and I had to leave the room. It was just incredibly terrifying to me.
I want to say junior year, I was talking to Max in my comp sci class, and it came up that both of our grandfathers had lung cancer. And then he talked to me about his bar mitzvah project, which was to raise money for this organization called the American Lung Association. He already had a previous background in the organization, so that helped a lot. And he got in contact with the regional manager of ALA, and so that allowed us to create a branch in Millburn. So we already had like a legitimate branch right when we started the club, which was amazing. I didn't really think that would like have happened so easily. And so then we held a general interest meeting, and we were honestly really surprised by the turnout. A lot of people came, and we had pizza and everything, and it was really great. And so then we made a Facebook group, and we had a ton of people join it. We decided to do like a big event, which was the climb at One Penn Plaza, and it's a 55 flight building. And so the whole concept of it is, you make your own team with people, and everyone has to raise a certain amount of money, and if you go beyond that, that's just like even better. And so our team raised well over $6,000 that year, and it was only comprised of like 7 people, which was insane, and like I thought that was amazing. And then we did our climb, and it was really tough. You don't really realize like how much running up 55 flights is, and by the end of it you're like dead. You can't breathe that well, you have a headache, you're sweating, but you feel like great about yourself and what you just did, and like it's just like great experience overall. And after that we all celebrated, we went to Smashburger, which was like a great time. And so then after that we had a few more bake sales, and then the school year was over. So Max and I continued the club this year. We held more meetings, and then we eventually had the climb. Again, this was a little bit earlier this year, and we had the same amount of people come, and we raised just as much money as last year, and it was a great experience overall again. And I'm just glad to know that like we were able to do so much in just 2 years. And my brother and his brother are both in it, and they both have the connection that we had to the club. So we know that like it's in good hands, and it will survive further, even longer. And like eventually we're hoping that it will stay like a permanent club in Millburn, because it's just a great organization, and it really means a lot to both of us.
Seeing him in the hospital, as terrifying as it was, it's something I'll never forget, definitely. It's the reason I still work with ALA today.
Just look at the thousands of people. We're at the corner of Washington and 2nd. You can see all the signs, all the high energy. These people are ready to go.
It's for religious rights, it's for women's rights, it's for immigrants' rights, it's for everybody.
I'm a feminist.
I believe in equal rights for women and men.
I believe in choice.
In consent.
But why did I march?
Because we have a long way to go.
I marched on January 21st, 2017.
For all the women I love.
For my health.
For my future. Because after I graduate, I want to be treated equally in the workforce.
Because my future children,
future grandchildren, should be equal.
I marched to show our president that our voice cannot be silenced.
I'm not defined by my anatomy, but by my spirit.
My pride in who I am.
We joined the workforce in the 1920s, earning 57 cents to the white man's dollar.
Yes, we have a long road ahead.
But I refuse to let you reverse our progress.
In 2017, I marched because we still earn a fraction of the man's dollar.
And that's not good enough.
I gathered alongside Milkins.
I am
not alone. I marched to show the world what feminism looks like.
And where we go from here is up to me and you.
March on. In your school.
In your locker room.
On your soccer field.
In your city.
January 21st, 2017
was just the start.
I will not be silenced.
Or ignored.
Or made fun of.
I will march. Because feminism speaks louder than catcalls.
Sincerely, a feminist.
Foolish are the ones who do not do what they truly desire. Ultimately, we are too afraid to do which inspires. Can we just do what we love? Keep away those thoughts that irritate you from above. Think for a second. What is there outside the box? How can one avoid this boring life no matter the cost? Entanglement in these thoughts make us dreary like a tired fox. Maybe it is outside where our dreams reside. Incentive? Let yourself go where your true self cries. Let yourself go where others would deny. But do it because it makes you happy. Undoubtedly, in your dreams, this you would see. Remember your purpose on this planet. No one can tell you to panic. Finally, you find yourself where you belong. In a place you would think about so long. Learn that your confidence crescendos like a gong. Make every moment count until you are gone. Foolish are the ones who don't do what they truly desire.
Surprised.
Every boring day is like a blazing fire. Sometimes you need to stop being tired. To do what you want that gets you inspired.
One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game, darling. You give love a bad name.
name is Jessie.
I'm Luke Robleski. I'm Matthew Green.
I'm Emma Hetherington, and I'm the treasurer of Solfege.
And I'm the secretary of Solfege a Cappella. And I'm the music director.
And I'm the president of Solfege.
You promised me heaven and put me through hell.
A cappella by definition is singing without instruments, but I think that a cappella is more than that. Just as all music, it is a completely unifying force for both the singers and the audience, and I think actually a cappella has more of a collaborative feel to it because all the singers are working together to make one sound without the help of anything mechanical, anything instrumental.
What makes a cappella special is that it is a blend that is so unique to any other music.
We get to make all types of sounds, from guitar to saxophone to violin to our beatbox or drums. You give love! Over the past year, Solfege has been growing. We started 3 years ago competing at the ICHSAs. We continue growing. This year we're going to be performing our set at 3 different competitions.
The ICHSA stands for the International Championship of High School A Cappella. We're competing very soon. We're competing on Saturday, January 14th.
We start our set with You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi.
Darling, you give love a bad name.
We transition then into Unfaithful by Rihanna.
Got your little more inside. I don't wanna hurt him anymore.
And we conclude with 21 Guns by Green Day.
21 Guns.
This set has been something that our music director started working on last year. We really started learning the music immediately right in September to make sure we got that down, as the music is the key component of an a cappella group.
This upcoming ICHSA is next week, and we are cracking down on everyone, making sure that they know their music, they know their choreography, and they know what emotion they're supposed to be giving during the song. It's hard being a student-run group and directing your peers, but it's working well. Everyone respects each other, so we're listening to each other. And I think by next week, we will be ready and performance ready and do the best that we can. The clouds are rolling in, 'cause I'm gonna get too much can't control. And I know that
We performed at events such as the Democratic National Convention in Philly.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
We performed at the Highlands A Cappella Festival. And probably the highlight of the group as of right now is we got to perform on TV as a part of Lifetime's Pitch Slapped. We were featured in 3 episodes. I just hope that Solfege continues to grow, and whatever happens, if the groups decide not to compete in the future, if they compete more, I just hope that they're doing it for the love of a cappella and music, and that they always have that same joy in it that everybody has found so far.
Solfege is one of the highlights of my high school career. I cannot imagine life without it when I go to college, and what I love so much about it is that some of us are into theater, some of us are into sports, some of us, have other hobbies, but no matter what, when we go into that rehearsal space, all of that is left at the door and it's all about the music. And I'm so happy to be leading it in our 2017 season.
It's 8 days away. It's starting to be crunch time, so it's time for us, meaning the instructors, to stop telling you what to do, and it's time for you guys to start making it your own.
So we're the first car to leave for the ICHSA.
So I'm really nervous on the way to the ICHSA. I was really worried that something would go wrong, or I forgot something at home, or something on my checklist wasn't done.
We went through our standard warm-up routine. We did some lip trills, we did kind of all this blending exercise that we do.
Hi, so we're backstage at the ICHSA and we're about to warm up before our mic check.
Since I was a senior, I came to the realization that this could possibly be my last ICHSA and my last real competition with this group.
I'm just so nervous, but also really excited and really happy to be able to spend such like a wonderful day with all of my friends.
Solfege a cappella.
Okay, this is my last performance. I have to make it as amazing as I can.
It felt like I was having an out-of-body experience or something. Just when you hear like the roar of the crowd there and you can't see them because the lighting is such that like you're basically just like looking into darkness, but like you hear that they're there, and it was just so amazing to do it in front of a live audience.
It was crazy. We knew that we gave it 110% and really laid it out on the line. And after the performance, we were really excited for the outcome.
The first award goes for Outstanding Choreography to Emma Hetherington,
I was so shocked and just so proud because it's not really like I won the award, it was more the group won the award. They're the ones who performed it and accurately executed it that made the judges choose it.
So for Outstanding Arrangement, we have Luke Rabluski.
After I won Best Arrangement, it felt amazing, but it also felt fulfilling. It's really nerve-wracking to be waiting to hear about it because you know what you've done, and we've left it all out on the stage. We've put in our best efforts, and things couldn't have gone perfectly, obviously, but they were incredible, and we did our best and put out our best effort.
I remained faithful, and I was like, no, we gotta have hope, we gotta have hope. And my hands are sweating, and I'm like holding hands with like 1,000 people at once. And then they announced second place as like not only second place, but to remind you that like this is the group moving on to the next round, like one of two.
In second place, a group you will be able to see at our semifinals on April 1st. From Milburn High
School. My heart just like was on the floor. Like I was screaming and everyone was screaming and we were just lifting each other up and hugging.
I always say that the standard is the standard. What that means is there's a place that you must reach. But once you exceed that place, that's the new place. The fact that we placed is the new standard. What I love most about this group is its ability to come together as a family and really come together as one.
I just think it's so cool that now like when we go to competitions and when we do performances, it's like people hear the name SOULFEGE and it's like, here we go. Like here's just a group that has grown so much and like we need to get ready and watch out because look what's coming.
An angel's smile is what you sell. You promised me heaven and put me through hell. Chains of love got a hold on me. If this is a prison, you can't break free. Whoa, you're a loaded gun. Whoa, there's nowhere to run. No one can save me, the damage is done. Shock your heart and you're to blame. Darling, you give love a bad name. I'll play my part and you play your game. Darling, you give love a bad name. Yeah, you give love a bad name. Name.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? Hello, yes, we need help. This place is burning down. We need help.
What's your location?
Magic Fountain Ice Cream, Summit, New Jersey. Please, hurry.
Fire trucks will be there soon.
Dear God, thank you so much. Please, please.
I told the waitress I wanted a Caesar salad. You know what she does?
What'd she do?
She brings me a Cobb salad. I said Cobb salads are trash. I want what I ordered. I want my Caesar salad.
Could we please stop talking about salads and just enjoy the fact that Magic Fountain's back?
Yo, if we had to go to Cold Stone one more time, I'm just gonna lose it.
Yo, you know my sister got sick there?
Is anybody a little curious about how the magic fountain burned down?
What do you mean?
I mean, we all love that this place is back and we can get our magic blends, but does anyone stop and think about why there was a fire in the first place?
I guess I never thought about it. Yeah, it's probably like a trick wire or a faulty machine, dude.
It's just a little weird. I mean, nobody knows why there was a fire.
These things happen all the time. It probably means nothing. Can we please get back to the salad story, guys? There's more to it? Yes. As I was saying... Alright, Nick. See you tomorrow, man. Bye, Nick.
Bye, guys.
You the IRS?
What?
Okay, look, I told them 1,000 times. It's not a tax evasion if you don't have the money.
I'm not the IRS.
You a lawyer?
No.
Do you know any good lawyers?
Look, I'm just here to talk to Luke. I was told he lives here.
Yeah, well, good luck getting a word out of him. He doesn't even talk after the whole fire thing. He says it's a traumatic experience, but I think he's just trying to get out of school. Luke, a strange man at the door wants to talk to you.
Are you Luke Bluecross? Look, dude, you were the last person anyone saw at the magic fountain before it burned down. Is there any piece of information you can give me about the fire? Anything? There has to be more to the story. I just need something. Come on, help me help you so we can get to the bottom of this. This is useless.
I wouldn't keep going if I were you.
What?
There is something up about that fire, but you're not the person who should be looking into it.
I need some answers.
You think I wasn't curious about that fire? I was doing maintenance right before I left. Everything was fine. This wasn't a technical issue. Someone did this on purpose.
Did you see anything when you ran out of there?
This guy ran out of there. He ran fast. Real fast. I couldn't get a good look of him.
Anything distinct about him? Hair, height, clothes?
His shoes. They were the only thing I could see clearly. They were blue shoes.
Blue shoes. Now we're getting somewhere. Is there anything else?
It was the only thing I saw.
Blue shoes aren't going to get me really far.
I was wearing this hat the night of the fire.
It's got a hole in it.
Wasn't there before the fire.
Thank you so much for this help. If you had the info, why didn't you tell the police?
I was like you, craving answers, needing to find out more. But this guy really got in my head, and he didn't want to be found. He just kept messing with me, and that's why I stopped. This guy means business.
I have to at least try.
Be warned. If this guy really doesn't want to be found out, he'll do anything to keep it that way.
I can take care of myself. Thanks for the help.
Can you close the door on your way out?
Unbelievable.
Are you good? You seem off.
I'm fine. I just didn't get enough sleep.
I need to copy the pre-calc homework.
But I'm in calc.
That's not what I asked.
Fine. What happened to the usual guy you copy off of anyways?
Oh, Donnie, he said he was busy last night. I don't know.
Which Donnie are we talking about?
Donnie Haysworth.
Who?
The new kid this year. Promised his parents he would at least get a high school diploma.
What does that mean?
Don't you know? He's the heir to the Baskin-Robbins fortune. He's taking over immediately once he graduates high school.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm gonna marry him one day.
Cool. Hey, could I get his address?
Can I help you?
Are you Donnie? Donnie Haysworth?
That's Mr. Haysworth to you?
I hear you're good at pre-calc.
I mean, I guess, but please, I'm really busy right now.
Wait, it won't take long. I just need to ask about circles and stuff.
You like it? See that? That was the first dollar I ever made. My father gave me that dollar. First day out of the womb. I earned it. Okay, why are you really here? If you're just another person looking for free samples, I'm gonna lose it! We have 31 flavors. I can't just give out samples willy-nilly.
Okay, fine, I'm not here for calc.
Pre-calc.
Whatever. You're about to inherit the Baskin-Robbins throne. It would make sense for you to take out some competition before you reign.
Wait. You think I burned down the magic fountain?
I know it was you! Admit it! Everything makes too much sense for it not to be you!
You got a lot of balls to come to my house and try to slander my name. God, it's like the press all over again. Listen, if someone's burning down ice cream joints, I'm scared for my own life. I respect my competition. I had dinner with Ben and Jerry last night. They're wonderful people.
I won't stop until I find the evidence to put you away.
Good luck getting those 31 flavors now, buddy. Security!
In breaking news, Baskin-Robbins headquarters was burned down today. There have been no fatalities. CEO Donnie Haysworth could not be reached for comment. We will bring you more information when it becomes available. And up next, The Big Bang.
No!
I'm sorry about your mirror, man.
I'm done looking, man, okay? I'm done. I've accused an innocent man of arson, a madman is threatening me, and now I have a mirror full of chocolate syrup!
You wanna have a seat, man? You want anything to drink?
Yeah, do you have any chocolate milk?
I have some soy milk in the fridge.
Fine. Yo, congrats on getting into DeVry, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Wait, what'd you get in for again?
Track and field.
Nice. Hey, do you have any chocolate syrup?
I just ran out. Oh, what's up, man?
It was you.
Huh?
Luke said the guy was wearing blue shoes that night, and he had a hole in his hat. You wore cleats so no one would find your footprints. Why?
Piece it together, Einstein.
The soy milk. The constant talk of salads. You're lactose intolerant.
Growing up, kids in Milburn would always get their ice cream from Magic Fountain. And I just couldn't take it with the rainbow sprinkles and the cookies and cream. So I lost it.
So you burned it down?
There's no evidence. The fire was a year ago. The police didn't find anything. The only piece of evidence you have goes against your entire case. Face it, I have more evidence to put you away than you do me. So I say we let this go.
You're not getting away with this.
I already did. Check the cleats.
You put my name in your cleats? You're psychotic.
Well, welcome to Milburn. You should probably go, Nick.
Where are you gonna go for dessert? Anyone down for Magic Fountain?
Nah, I'm getting sick of that place. What about Dunkin' Donuts?
Yo, I'm down for that. Yo, you guys catch the game last night?
I saw a little bit of it. After the guy got shot up.
She said I've got a problem with your shoes and your jeans, but I might move in.
Bye.